Announcing
76 Badan off. Oh, sabotan ni.
Thank you. Please be seated.
And do join us. Head of State and Government, guests, excellent guests of the Chair, General Guterres in Kuala Lumpur, at the 47th ASEAN Summit. Understanding and dialogue can still prevail in a divided age. And yet, amid these trials, ASEAN endures. Our strength lies not in conformity, but in the conviction that respect and reason still bind us together. Later this morning, when Cambodia and Thailand signed their peace agreement here in Kuala Lumpur, the world will see that conviction can achieve. It reminds us that reconciliation is not a concession, but an act of courage, and that peace, once chosen, can reshape the future of nations. Thank you, Prime Minister Thailand and Prime Minister Cambodia. The ASEAN Community Vision 2045, adopted here in May, speaks of who we aspire to be and challenges us to make these aspirations real. It calls on us to strengthen ASEAN's unity and centrality, to pursue growth that is both resilient and fair, and to safeguard the welfare of generations to come. Timor-Leste's historic admission into ASEAN today gives new meaning to that vision. Congratulations again to President Ramos Horta, Prime Minister Zardana Gusmao. Its place here completes the ASEAN family, reaffirming our shared destiny and deep sense of regional kinship. Within this community, Timor-Leste's development and its strategic autonomy will find firm and lasting support. Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished guests, as Chair this year, I ought first to recognize the support, understanding of my colleagues, the leaders of ASEAN. Through that, we are able to realign our priorities to keep the association resilient, relevant, and responsive to the times. Together with fellow member states, we have worked to foster the conditions for peace in Myanmar. We know this requires patience and persistence, and an honest appreciation of the realities on the ground. Guided by the 5-point consensus, ASEAN has drawn on every available channel and partner to reduce violence and ease the humanitarian crisis. But lasting peace cannot be imposed. It must be Myanmar-owned and Myanmar-led. Only then will the reconciliation endure. The relative peace and prosperity that ASEAN has enjoyed for nearly 6 decades are not self-sustaining. They must be renewed through cooperation and strengthened by shared purpose. That is why ASEAN is deepening economic linkages, widening trade, and enhancing competitiveness. The upgrade of the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement to be launched at this summit will create a more seamless regional market, unlocking scale, efficiency, and opportunity for our businesses and workers alike. We are also advancing the ASEAN Power Grid. The new APG financing facility will help bridge funding gaps and accelerate our transition towards cleaner, more secure energy. In parallel, we are moving forward on the ASEAN Blue Economy Framework and the regional electric vehicle ecosystem, building the foundations of sustainable industry and green growth. With ASEAN's digital economy expected to double to $2 trillion by 2030, we have agreed to fast-track the ASEAN Digital Economic Framework Agreement by 2026. And to ensure technology remains our servant, not our master, we will establish the ASEAN AI Safety Network, AI Safe, to embed ethics, safety, and sound governance in the use of artificial intelligence. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, rising protectionism and shifting supply chains remind us that resilience depends on adaptability. ASEAN must not stand still. We must have the courage to forge new partnerships and the foresight to deepen existing ones. In that spirit, we hosted the second ASEAN GCC and the ASEAN GCC China summits earlier this year. Tomorrow, we convene the 5th RCEP Leaders Summit, advancing the world's largest free trade area toward its full potential. We also welcome again Brazil and South Africa, guests of the chair, to the 20th East Asia Summit, an important step in widening ASEAN's engagement with the BRICS and the G20 and strengthening our bridge to the global south. The future of ASEAN will not be written by circumstance. It will be written by choice, by the choices we make today. On that note, Your Majesty, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor on behalf of the peoples of Malaysia to declare open the 47th ASEAN Summit and related summits. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato.
Distinguished guests, we are pleased to announce the winner of this year's ASEAN Prize is Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia. Congratulations!
May I now invite Her Excellency Dan Darini, Vice President of the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia, to head on stage to receive the ASEAN Prize Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, founded in 1978, the Union of Youth Federations of Cambodia is the nation's largest youth organization with over 300,000 members dedicated to volunteerism and national development.
Today, UYFC continues to promote cultural pride, ASEAN solidarity, and global friendship, nurturing a new generation devoted to unity and service to their nation.
Once again, a big round of applause. Congratulations to the Union of Youth Federations, Cambodia.
Thank you, Excellency Hun Mani and Excellency Secretary General of ASEAN. You may kindly return to your seats. Dato Sri, once again, you are requested to remain on stage for our next event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now wish to invite
Your Majesty, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the signing ceremony will begin with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Chair of ASEAN.
next His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
President of the Republic of Indonesia. Of the Republic of Singapore.
Of Thailand. We are humbled and proud to be a part of history in the making. Members of the media, this is your first photo moment. And 3, 2, 1. Next is the customary handshake. The ASEAN way, please. Right hand over left. For a second photo moment, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Your Excellencies. May I now invite all ASEAN leaders and Permanent Secretary to take 3 steps.
Please welcome the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil,
The President of the European Council,
the President of Republic of South Africa,
the Prime Minister of Canada,
the President of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste,
and last but not least, the United Nations Secretary General. And for this official photo, we shall do it the ASEAN way. Right hand over left in solidarity. Ladies and gentlemen, let there be peace and harmony. A big round of applause. Your photo moment in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Excellencies. You may kindly return to your seats. And once again, may I now invite the Prime Minister of Malaysia, as well as the President and the Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste to remain on stage.
Secretary General of ASEAN to once again proceed to the stage to receive the signed declaration from the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Next, we would like to invite the Honorable Prime Minister to hand over the signed declaration to the Secretary General of ASEAN.
A big round of applause. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. It is time to officially place the Timor-Leste flag onto the stage, joining the other flags of ASEAN member states.
Now official, Timor-Leste is the 11th member of ASEAN.
To the Honorable Prime Minister, please remain on stage. Meanwhile, Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Your Excellencies, you may...
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, Chair of ASEAN, Excellencies, ASEAN leaders,